Hey everybody, Professor Scott here with another quick tip for teachers. In this little video, I'd like to talk about the idea of eliminating some offensive words or potentially offensive words from your language. And I'm not just talking about the common ones, but there are other words in our daily lives that creep in that can be offensive to some populations. I'll name two of them right here. Number one is the word gyp. Now you might not say it all, that often, but it can mean someone who's really cheap. However, that's a pretty derogatory way to call somebody something because a gyp is a reference to a gypsy, and that's an ethnic group in Europe that was heavily persecuted. And that can be really offensive to some populations. Now, you may never have a problem with it, but I just want you to consider it. I'm not trying to be the PC police here, and I'm not going to tell you how to run your life, but I don't want you to say offensive things because it might hurt some students and offend some parents, and that'll cause a lot of problems. So gyp is one word you might want to eliminate from your vocabulary. And another one, here's probably the biggest one, guys. And you see it all the time. Watch TV tonight. All right, guys, thank you for showing up. We say, hey, guys, everyone settle down. You say it in teaching. Why is that offensive? Well, they're often not guys. They're often boys and girls. And calling a bunch of little girls and boys or young men and women, guys, could be offensive. And how do I know that? Well, the first time I ever heard about it, I'll tell you a quick little story. A buddy of mine, he taught across the hall from me. He was going for a position in the town that he lived in. They needed a lacrosse coach and a science teacher. He was a science teacher and a great lacrosse coach. So he went to interview, and everything was going great. Plus, he was going to make a lot more money. Everything was going great, and then the principal said, just tell me how you'd start a lesson. Just pretend like I'm your students and walk in. Give me about 30 seconds or a minute. And my buddy, stood up and said, okay, guys, today we're going to be studying. And the principal put his hand up and said, we're done. And my buddy was like, what do you mean? I don't understand. Why are you calling little girls and boys guys? This is an elementary school. What are you thinking? He says, you'll never get a job here as long as I'm principal. So he left and told me that story. And then I started asking other people, and then principals and supervisors and parents are like, yeah, you know what? That can be a little bit offensive. So just something to consider to get out of your vocabulary as you're teaching. If you want to leave it in, totally up to you. But I try to eliminate things that could be harmful and cause me problems, not to mention are hurtful to others. Hope that little tip helps. Best of luck, everybody. Stay successful. See you next time.